Good morning, everybody, and welcome to somewhere in central Utah. I'm headed to Capitol Reef National Park today. But first, we're headed to one of the most unique locations I think I've ever photographed. Soon, paved highway turned to dirt roads. I felt like I had entered a lunar landscape. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to somewhere in central Utah, probably about 30 miles from Capitol Reef National Park. Just drove out here this morning from Moab, which is where I have been the last couple of days. About a, two-hour drive out here, probably from Moab. I'm in this landscape that looks, well, I feel like I'm on the moon or something. It's like this gray, like almost like regolith colored soil and canyons and cliffs and such. It was a really, pretty bumpy, rocky, sandy drive to get out here. I'm here to visit a location I've wanted to visit for a long time. I ended up finding the GPS coordinates of where I was located through some internet digging, and now I'm here to check it out. Well, that is the spire behind me. Honestly, I was kind of surprised how it took a little bit of searching to find out where this was. Normally it seems like a pretty popular spot that people come to. Like, there's a lot of worn-in paths and stuff, but it's not like it's on all trails or anything like that. It's not even labeled on Google Maps. You actually have to find the coordinates, which are websites on Google, or you could probably just search like Utah Spire or something on Google if you want to try and find this. I think that's what I did. Anyway, pretty cool. I'm going to look around for stuff to photograph this. I don't think there's that many options, to be honest with you, but I'll probably use this kind of path here as a bit of a leading line up to that. And, it is, probably 10:30 in the morning right now, so luckily it's mostly cloudy today, so I'm not going to have any harsh shadows or anything while trying to shoot this, because if it wasn't mostly cloudy, it probably wouldn't be a great time to photograph this, but I guess I lucked out with the clouds today. It seems like it must be fairly well visited by a lot of people, because there's lots of tracks and footprints here. I think what's been so amazing about road tripping in Utah this time of year, in mid-February, is that it's the slowest I've ever seen it. I've never traveled and road tripped in Utah without basically no crowds. Even Arches National Park yesterday, there were no crowds really, and there's nobody out here. And I got this whole amazing lunar-esque landscape all to myself, and this awesome spire, which is kind of a unique thing to shoot. It's really cool. Then we have this like very gray, like almost like I said, like lunar-looking landscape here, but then there's some like sandstone little buttes and stuff out further, and then some snow-covered mountains out even further than that. So that's pretty cool. As far as the photographs, I actually ended up shooting all the images of this with my G9. I feel like the best vantage point of the spire from this far out. So shot with a 40x150. I did a couple photos in landscape orientation where I just did one photo with this in landscape orientation at 45 millimeter. And then I also tried to do a couple vertical portrait orientation where I actually took two separate images and plan on merging those two images together in the edit, so that I'll have a 40 megapixel image, a higher resolution image of this, because the G9 has a 20 megapixel camera. So I'll merge two images together and I'll get a 40 megapixel image. So that's something I've been playing around with a lot more, is shooting wider shots with a 45-150, taking two or three separate shots and merging them together, get a wide angle image with a telephoto, and it's a higher resolution image. There's something in this land. These canyons, these cliffs, something pure, something true, something real. A friend once told me that nature doesn't lie. He was right. Here, I found truth. Alright, here we are. The entrance to Capitol Reef National Park. There's the entrance sign for it. So this is actually the east entrance to Capitol Reef National Park on Highway 24, which cuts across Utah. Anyway, I've never been into the east entrance. I came into the west entrance last time I came here, which was almost 3 years ago. I was here in May of 2019. It is now February of 2022. How time flies. But yeah, anyway, this is the east entrance to Capitol Reef National Park. Here's a little information sign behind us here. We are here, the east entrance. This road kind of cuts through the entirety of the national park, all the way over here. And Torrey is the closest town, which I may end up finding some camping by Torrey, Utah. But yeah, let's head in there and see what we can find. Welcome to lunchtime in Capitol Reef National Park. Kind of funny because I never eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at home, but for some reason when I'm on a road trip, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches taste really good. I'm not really sure why, but it seems to be how it is. Anyway, I took the liberty of picking up a map of Capitol Reef National Park at the Visitor Center, so I'm going to show you guys the map and show you what my plans are for today. So this right here is where we are currently. This is the north side of Capitol Reef National Park. So we're up here currently. I drove in from this side, which was the east entrance, came through here and hit the Visitor Center, and now came down this way. Since I've never done it before, I'm planning on taking this scenic drive here all the way down. There's a couple of hikes down this way I might check out as well, I think. So I think that's the plan for the rest of today. And tomorrow I have plans for another section of the park. So I'm going to do today, the rest of today, and tomorrow in the park. And yeah, that's kind of general overview of the north side of Capitol Reef National Park, at least. Scenic drive at the Capitol Gorge Trailhead was, as you may imagine, pretty scenic. Well, I can say the scenic drive to get out here into Capitol Gorge, this is called, was a pretty incredible drive. I can't believe I did not do this drive last time I was here a few years ago, but it's pretty spectacular. This is the Capitol Gorge Trailhead. I'm going to do this hike here really quick, which it's only about a mile one way on Capitol Gorge. I think I'm just going to do the Capitol Gorge hike and back 2 miles, and I want to try and do this other hike over here, just called the Golden Throne hike, which is a 4-mile round trip and a lot more strenuous, it's considered. So it's not even 2 o'clock. I think I'm going to do this one, and hopefully we'll come back and do that one as well. Now we're going to hike up to the thing called the tanks. See what that's all about. I think I made it up to the general location of where the tanks are located. I just think it's, there's like these holes that hold water in them year round, but I think it's still the end of winter. It's all ice here, and this little wash here, and there's one further down, which again, it's all just frozen. So I believe that is one of them. And it's all ice down there. No water at the moment. This next hike I'm doing, base of Golden Throne, which is a 2-mile hike up to the base of Golden Throne. Graffiti. Do not put graffiti on rocks in national parks. It's a $20,000 fine. I mean, to be fair, it should be common sense that you shouldn't be vandalizing petroglyphs and stuff in national parks, or anywhere for that matter. But apparently it's a problem here where people are doing it. That's a $20,000 fine or 2 years in prison for vandalism in national parks. Don't do that. Again, I kind of think that's common sense. Starting the hike. Apparently this is a lot more strenuous than the last one I did, that Capitol Gorge hike I just did. This one is a bit more of a climb and a bit further, but I think I got enough time to do 2 miles up, 2 miles back, 4 miles. Should be good. I'm getting close to the summit of this hike. The weather seems to be turning a little bit. It's gotten very cloudy and overcast and getting pretty windy right now. And honestly, you can see some snow-covered mountains there in the background. It looks like it might even be snowing up there. See, for that's way higher elevation than here. I don't think it's going to snow here. It's not nearly cold enough. But we might have some rain rolling through in a bit. And I think a cold front's moving through tonight. And that's probably what this is. So hopefully I can get to the top, take my photos, whatever I want to do, and get back down before this weather rolls in. But man, it's still an awesome hike. Capitol Reef really is a pretty special national park. All right, that's it. End of trail. And there it is behind me. That's the Golden Throne, as they call it. I can see why it's called the Golden Throne. It's kind of got a golden look to it. God, it's beautiful up here. It's definitely worth the climb up here. This is an absolutely stunning view here behind me, looking back down into Capitol Gorge. That's the road I actually drove up to get to the trailhead, so I'm driving back out that way to get back out, but this is amazing to see it from above. God, it's been so windy since I got over here that it's been kind of difficult to even shoot or film anything, so the wind has been blowing me all over the place, so I don't even want to get too close to cliff edges or anything because the wind, there's some silence, some peace there for a second. The views out here just absolutely amazing. Capitol Reef, you are an absolutely stunning national park. And I think the most amazing part of this whole thing is that I'm the only one on this entire trail. Like, how often do you get a complete trail to yourself in a national park, especially in Utah? But here we are, it's pretty awesome. I do really enjoy coming out here doing landscape photography, and that's kind of a big part of why I come out here. But to be honest with you, just getting to spend this amazing time out in nature, these beautiful landscapes by myself, is kind of enough for me to where it's not always about the photography, it's not always about getting the best shot ever. So it's just about enjoying time in nature and just being one with it, connecting with nature. You know, I kind of believe nature's kind of where we came from, so I feel like it's me getting back in touch with where I came from. You know, I don't want any weather to roll in on me while I'm out here, so I'm not going to stay for sunset. I'm just going to head back, but it's been a beautiful day here in Capitol Reef. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, then please subscribe to my channel down below if you want to see more videos like this, out doing landscape photography in national parks and all kinds of cool places. So thank you for watching. Do let me know down in the comments what your favorite image from the video was, and yeah, I'd love to hear about it. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.